here's my question, because I'm an uncontrolled substance person. Inspector Deck, right? Lone, no, we got on that album around the same time. I want to know from each one of you, what is the most slept on Wu-Tang project from any member in the whole crew? Because I think, personally, in my opinion, Uncontrolled Substance is the most slept on album out of their whole crew, to me. Because I think that album is damn good. Production, bars, top to bottom, that album is really good, in my personal opinion. So, I mean, you could throw out multiples. We don't even have to nail it down to one. You can just throw out a couple. But for me, it's Uncontrolled Substance.
To me, it's absolutely Uncontrolled Substance.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, it's literally dope front to back, and it never gets talked about. I mean, it does within certain circles, but
I like that.
It might. I mean, go listen to it. It's good front to back. Got a Pete Rock joint on there.
Yes, it does, which is fire.
It's got the same beat that Ghost did. Elevation. Elevation on it. But I would probably say, I'm definitely gonna say Uncontrolled Substance too. For most like underrated.
That's my pick, man. That's the first one that jumps out to me. Jay Diff, what you think, man? Just even if you can't narrow it down, man, just give me something to slept on.
I'll just go with Beneath the Surface.
Oh,
because I mean, people don't talk about that album. Like we were talking pre-show.
Okay.
To me, it's up there with the classic joint from GZA,
Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords. It's up there to me. And maybe it was, you know how we tie things to certain times in our lives. And
yes.
How that type thing. But even to this day, it still sounds good to me. So
that's tough.
Nobody talks about that album.
No, you're right. They don't.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. Say more.
You know what? It's from one of the members that everyone focuses on.
Master Killer.
I would,
Capadonna.
Hey,
you got perhaps.
You know what? The Master Killer No Set Date was a decent project.
Be careful now.
But Method Man's 421 album. It came out after 𝐀𝐿𝐴, and 𝐀𝐿𝐴 left like a bad taste in people's mouths.
Agreed.
But the 420 or 421.
I think it's 421.
Yeah, I remember it had like a crazy, like kind of psychedelic, like melted cloud. I loved that
album cover was like graffiti.
Yeah. I loved that record. I don't know if it was just because of where it was at the time, but I remember going out to buy that album, and I'm like, why is nobody listening? Like people were like, oh, I love Wu-Tang, but nobody's paying any attention to this particular record. And I remember he had a like, because for whatever reason, Lauryn Hill just wasn't letting any sample flips, like, because Kanye couldn't get any,
he couldn't get all files down,
but Method Man could get his cleared. So he had that on there. He had even the R&B joints. I was like, all right, this still works. This still works, and he was still spitting. But I think at that time, like, Ghostface Killah was so in his pocket, because they were both on Def Jam at the time, because Ghostface had, Fish Scale and More Fish around that same time.
That was a good time. It was
really close.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
So, like, the focus had kind of shifted, especially on Def Jam, because Ghostface had his Def Jam run was pretty incredible.
Yeah, it was.
I'm not mad at that.
And so I don't think people were paying as much attention to Method Man musically at that time. But here's another one. This is the You Got Golden Arms Redemption.
Oh man,
that album.
I knew we were doing so well, man. We were doing so.
That album is not as bad as people, because everybody just, it's easy to hate on You Got, but Bizarre was one of my favorite records. It was out that year.
The Pillage was better than that.
Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, I listened to the whole project. I was like, this wasn't terrible. Like,
milk this cow.
I ain't mad at you.
The best way we know how.
I ain't mad.
Milk this cow.
Shout to You Got.
What about Bobby Digital? Nobody really talks about Bobby Digital.
That's a good album. I don't know if Bobby Digital is. Would y'all consider Bobby Digital slept on?
No.
Not to me.
No?
I thought Bobby Digital got a push, and I thought it did what it was supposed to do.
I thought,
but nobody talks about it anymore.
Fuck with this.
Lone like somebody's daddy right now. Fix your mic, boy.
Freddie got a finger.
We need to put a mark in there where I just said fuck.
Shout to everybody who's watching.
Yeah, said it again. Yep.
Twice. Go ahead and say it twice.
No, but
Mike said the other word earlier, so
I ain't do nothing.
Yeah, you
Not
said
today.
I said it already.
He said. am.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
We need to get the official word on that one.
No, I remember, what was it, the rumba? Was that that was
La Rumba? Yeah,
that was,
I fool with La Rumba. Is that one?
Yeah, I remember Bobby Digital because I remember like I was thinking, what is this? Because remember,
no, La Rumba wasn't on Bobby Digital.
It was on Digital Bullet.
Digital Bullet.
Yeah. Okay.
Digital Bullet.
An album that gets bad press is the W, and I actually rock with the W album.
I rock with most of it.
No, I see. That's where I disagree with y'all on that.
Most of it.
The W had what? Hollow Bones, which I fool with.
Gravel Pit.
The joint
Did
with
it have I Can't Go to Sleep on it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. The W was.
I think that was cool. It was Iron Flag, the one that you didn't like. I'm pretty
was it
sure.
Iron Flag?
Yeah,
Iron Flag was
because that had Pinky Ring, the one that you.
I
liked.
ain't fool.
I think the W was the last good Wu-Tang album that came out, because after that I think it was 8 Diagrams.
No,
or was it Iron Flag?
Iron Flag.
So we got the W. We got, let's see, Hollow Bones, which I fool with.
Can't Go to Sleep.
Can't Go to Sleep, which I fool with. Gravel Pit.
That was like a bonus track.
I get it.
That was a single.
That was the lead single.
Yeah.
It's
like the last song.
Had 𝐀𝐿 Jones in it. Shout out to 𝐀𝐿 Jones.
The joint with Nas, Let My Live. That joint was hard. The Snoop joint, I don't even remember that, which is crazy.
I don't either, actually.
Redman was on that record, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. He had a Red Bull, a song called Red Bull.
I like that one.
The joint with Busta Rhymes, I remember that one, but other than that, man, like,
I thought it was a decent
It only had
album.
like 12 songs on it, though.
13 joints.
13
joints.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was the last solid effort from them as a collective.
Iron Flag, though, that's when it starts getting.
You used to text me all the time about Uzi, the Pinky
I don't know
Ring.
why, man. Maybe I was tripping. I don't know.
I always thought, I was like, I mean, if you like it, I mean, it's cool. But you used to argue. You used to argue about that.
I was pro that song, but it ain't aged well for some reason. I was pro that song. I remember that, but it didn't age well.
Because I think it was kind of it was like, because we were really big RZA heads, and it was very RZA. That beat, that was very RZA. Like first Bobby Digital album, which is, I don't think it's slept on, but that's definitely a good album.
Yeah, and Stereo's
they
dope.
could have turned that into a whole Adult Swim cartoon of some kind.
One of the coldest artworks I've seen, by the way, for artwork for an album. That artwork is fire. Like, I'd love to get that as a poster.
It was like a blaxploitation movie.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
You know,
that was dope.
RZA had,
there we go.
Bong bong. RZA had the song on Digital Bullet called "Can't Lose," but on the
BB King sample.
But on the back of it, it said "Can't Loose."
Mm-hmm.
That was literally on the cover.
There's been a lot of
Can't Lose.
If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure you join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. You can also catch playback of all of our shows on any podcast app and youtube.com/newoldheadsnetwork. And go to newoldheads.com/community to join our Discord.